Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best monitors for console gaming.
Starting at number 5.
Samsung 32-inch Odyssey. If you don't need such a high-end monitor and prefer saving money, check out the Samsung Odyssey Neo G8S32BG85. It has a 32-inch 4K screen like the Dell Alienware AW3225QF, delivering detailed images, but it doesn't have the same outstanding picture quality as it lacks an OLED panel with deep and inky blacks. It doesn't have the same near-instantaneous response time for outstanding motion handling, but that's the trade-off if you want something cheaper. That said, it still has a great response time at 120Hz and 60Hz, so motion is sharp, and it can take full advantage of the Xbox thanks to its HDMI 2.1 bandwidth as it works with 1440p signals, which the Dell can't do. It also delivers good picture quality thanks to its high contrast and decent mini LED local dimming feature, so there isn't too much blooming around bright objects. Although the Xbox can't take advantage of the monitor's 240Hz refresh rate, it's at least useful if you also want the monitor for PC gaming. If you don't need the high refresh rate, the Samsung Odyssey Neo G7S32BG75 is a similar monitor with a 165Hz refresh rate, but it can be harder to find.
Coming at number 4.
Monoprice Dark Matter. For those who want the absolute best bang for their buck when paired with a relatively low-cost gaming console like the Xbox Series X, look no further than the Monoprice Dark Matter 42770. This is a 1080p gaming monitor with a wide color gamut and excellent contrast ratio backed by solid build quality. At this price, you're getting a relatively bare-bones monitor, but Monoprice spent its time throwing in the features that matter most to gamers on a budget. The Dark Matter 42770 boasts a 1 millisecond GTG response time and maxes out at 144Hz with support for variable refresh rates on Xbox and PlayStation consoles. Another feather in its cap is that the monitor supports both AMD FreeSync and NVIDIA G-Sync adaptive sync technologies. The monitor is a bit small at 25 inches, but we can't argue with the price. The Dark Matter 42770 can be had for just $140 at Newegg, making it an easy choice for console gamers on a tight budget.
At number 3.
Dell S3222DGM. The 32-inch Dell S3222DGM is an easy choice for those who don't need a fancy 4K monitor for console gaming. For example, the Xbox Series X supports a maximum 2560 by 1440 resolution for gaming. That makes the S3222DGM a perfect match on the resolution front, along with variable refresh rate support for up to 165Hz on PC. The S3222DGM boasts a 1800R curved VA panel with an enviable contrast ratio of over 4200:1 in our tests. Best of all, the S3222DGM won't break the bank thanks to a street price of around $350 from various online retailers.
Number 2 of my list.
Sony Inzone U27M90. This list wouldn't be complete without the Sony Inzone M9, as it was specifically designed to pair with the PlayStation 5. Not only does it share a similar design and color scheme with the PlayStation 5, but it crams a 4K resolution into a 27-inch panel. Speaking of the panel, Sony opted for an IPS panel for the Inzone M9, and it features a full-array backlight with 96 dimming zones. The monitor comes equipped with 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, and its contrast ratio tops out at 1000:1, which is typical for an IPS panel. The Inzone M9 supports variable refresh rates on both the Xbox Series X/S and PlayStation 5 and refresh rates of up to 120Hz at 4K, 144Hz max on PCs. While the Inzone M9 boasts full compatibility with the PlayStation 5, it misses out on that same distinction with the Xbox Series X/S since it lacks Dolby Vision support for gaming and movies. When it comes to pricing, the Inzone M9 debuted at $899, but is now priced around $800 at retailers like Amazon.
And number 1.
Samsung Odyssey Neo. The Samsung Odyssey Neo G8 might seem a bit like overkill for the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 given its maximum 240Hz refresh rate, but it's still an incredible panel for console gaming. The Odyssey Neo G8 has native HDMI 2.1 support, meaning that you can hit 120 frames per second at 4K resolution with this monitor. Samsung also equipped this 32-inch monitor with 1000 RVA panel that features mini LED lighting with 1196 dimming zones. We measured contrast at 25000:1 versus the 3000:1 typical of VA panels. The excellent contrast should come in handy as you're lurking in the shadows looking to cap opponents in your favorite first-person shooters. When the Odyssey Neo G8 debuted, it had a street price of around $1,400. Now, however, the monitor can easily be found for around $1,200 or lower.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.